Papermill is a charitable organisation situated on the outskirts of Whangarei, where artists with disabilities craft beautiful paper products.
For Kerry, I believe that if she hadn't been given this opportunity to start making paper, her life would not have been so enriched. She just became so much happier and much more, I guess, in charge of her life.
Well, the paper mill works for Julie because it gets her out of the house and it teaches her different skills. She didn't know anything like this before she went to the paper mill, and now she's a great paper maker.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning and the staff at the paper mill have a busy day ahead of them. With a school trip arriving at 10, there's a lot to get through.
Morning.
As usual, Jeanette is upbeat and ready for a busy day ahead.
I like the paper mill with all my friends in there.
When they first come in, they sort of settle down first into their day and have a chat with everybody and say what they did last night, etc.
I got my kiwi behind Trish. I came and looked. Good morning, Roberta.
Morning.
And then we have some exercise for them for about 15 minutes or so. And initially I used to lead that, but now they all get a turn.
I'm happy today, everyone. I have to always do exercises. Exercises.
The paper mill was founded in 1989 by Rhonda Rutherford Dunn. Her goal was to lift the self-esteem of people with intellectual disabilities by developing their skills in papermaking and showcasing their work in a first-class tourist attraction.
Rhonda retired, and I saw that in the local reg, and I thought, oh, I wonder who's taking over. And then I thought, I wonder if there's an advert, and in the same paper there was an ad. And I saw that on the Saturday, and the closing day was Monday. So on a Sunday I could rattle something off on the computer and I send it in by email. And that's how I got the job.
Trays holds a meeting every morning. It's an opportunity for the papermakers to contribute ideas and allocate jobs.
This morning we're going to do a demonstration today, just our usual demonstration for Michael Morgan and some of his classmates from TIKIPUNGA High School. So we're going to do the paper making. So who's going to be in charge of that? So Julie, are you going to be in charge of paper making?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Jeanette, will you do the welcome?
I do the welcome.
You do the welcome. We have set it up as a business, so they get taught how to behave in a business, both socially and work-wise. It gives them a sense of security and importance that they all have their own job. So this is my job, and I know what I come here for, and I have a purpose here. Especially for some like Ray, she really loves it.
Do you like doing the laundry?
Okay.
It's a good working environment because they're producing something and they're not just playing with paper, they're actually producing beautiful things. Mark's been there since 2004. He's just gone from strength to strength.
Mark, he doesn't speak much, but he certainly can let you know how he feels. But he has changed so much over the time that I've been here. He's really come out of his shell a lot more with all of the staff.
He likes making different types of papers. At one stage he wasn't too keen on making mulch, but I think he's now sort of seeing that in a new light, where if you don't make your mulch, you don't make your paper.
Everyone has a role to play at the paper mill to keep things running smoothly. Steve is in charge of the attendance register.
Steve, he really likes having his own desk. It's really important to him.
Today is Tuesday. Ray, Steve, Michael, Kerry, Tori, Jeanette, Rudsdale, Brett, Rebecca. You're over here today. That's it. Done.
The paper mill artists attain job skills, satisfaction and personal growth. Kerry Deeming has been working at the paper mill since it began, and it's clear to her parents how it's nurtured her artistic talent.
Someone from Arts New Zealand came and visited the mill and identified that what she was doing was rather unique. And there was a scholarship put up by UNESCO.
Kerry enjoys all aspects of papermaking, but her speciality is marbling.
There were 64 countries that were involved, and she won the scholarship to further her marbling by visiting a tutor in New Mexico. And she went there and learned under her for about a month. For Kerry, I believe that if she hadn't been given this opportunity to start making paper, her life would not have been so enriched. It's a real job. The people come in the morning and they work and they have their morning tea break and their lunch break, and that gives them a great sense of achievement.
They know that this is their business and they are a part of this business. And without them, this business is not going to work.
The paper mill has evolved into an exciting tourist attraction in the business of making and selling high-quality paper products.
Because we get tourists, they don't always know what the paper mill is about. They're always really amazed. It's quite interesting to see the reactions of people, and when they leave, they're just so overawed by what they've seen and what they've experienced. It's really very satisfying to see that. That's one of the things that we do here. We work with the wider public. They get a better understanding and appreciation of what they do, and that even though they may not be like everybody else, they actually have got a purpose in life.
Mark Tierney is a man of few words, but he expresses himself through his art and is only too happy to show the rest of his family his creativity.
He made his brother's wedding invitations. He made the paper. He made the paper for the envelopes, and then they put the wee flowers on the top, and it was good that he could be so much part of his brother's wedding.
Before the school group arrive for their papermaking class, it's up to Julie, Jeanette and Kerry to cut up recycled products such as paper, cloth and flowers, ready for their colleagues in the back to transform into paper.
This room is mainly used for paper making. Everybody makes paper. So you're making pink paper, Tracy? Tracy here has been with us for quite a few years, and she's one of our really good paper makers.
Ida is an experienced papermaker and full-time member of staff. She's always impressed at the range of skills the paper mill workers have to offer.
Our biggest surprise was Ray. So used to her doing the washing and cleaning the plastics, until one day I made her make a piece of paper, and she already knew what to do, and I was like, you know how to make paper. So ever since then, when she comes to the back, I try and give her at least one day of making paper. Each one has a different motion that they use in the water. Johnette's different again. She's quite fast, but produces a real good result. Whereas if I tried to do it as fast as she, there's no way I could get it like that. Each have their different ways of making their paper, and it just kind of humbles you for the way they see their life. It's like, yeah, there's so many other complications and what other people are. I'd rather be on their side of the fence.
The atmosphere at the paper mill is full of excitement as the TIKIPUNGA High School students arrive.
I have to do the welcome for the visitors. I love the paper mill to teach people how to enjoy.
I'm Swindells from TIKIPUNGA High School, and I'm head of special needs, and we have a place here where our Oars-funded students come called the Centre. So this is Michael Morgan, and he comes to work experience here every Thursday.
Good morning, children.
Morning.
Morning. My name is Jeanette. I'll tell my mom they say, Whangarei. Welcome to the city.
I like lots of visitors. I do my PR for them. Good morning, and welcome to the paper mill. My name is Tierney. This paper mill is our own small business. I'm going to talk about it ourselves.
Brian Rudsdale, Julie's father, is well aware of the positive impact an environment like the paper mill has had on Julie's life.
Well, the paper mill works for Julie because it teaches her different skills. She didn't know anything like this before she went to the paper mill.
You're going to be taught how to make paper, how to marble paper, and how to emboss paper. So you're going to get a card like this, but a blue one, and you're going to make your own, and you're going to put that on there, and then you can take it home with you.
I think she's learned to react with people. You know, I'm sure that it's brought her on a hell of a lot.
Today, Julie's teaching papermaking to the students from TIKIPUNGA High School with a little help from Steve.
We always have 3 sections, and that's the papermaking, the marbling and the embossing.
Good morning, my name is Steve.
Good morning, my name is Tierney.
She's very polite, and they taught her how to meet people off buses and what to say, and welcome to the paper mill, and thank you for coming. I think she's learned to react with people, and she enjoys every minute of it.
That's one of the biggest people.
It's not just school groups we have seniors and gardening groups, all sorts of people who might be interested in doing something like this in a group situation. And it's usually a lot of fun.
Everybody's so kind, you know, and they're gentle with them. They have a respect for them, they really do.
His paper.
Michael Morgan comes to the paper mill every Thursday for work experience.
If I bring someone in as a transition to have work experience here, it's safe, they're nurtured, they're respected, there's community involvement, there's camaraderie with the people that are here as well. Friendships bloom, and there's purpose.
We're paper makers now, guys.
I do marbling.
Kerry is the resident expert in marbling at the paper mill, and she is always thrilled to pass on her skills to new visitors.
Like any of us that have got a role in a working situation, we know where we fit, and they fit and they mean something.
She loves teaching, absolutely loves teaching, and loves to have classes from schools coming through, and she helps teach them how to make paper, and it's really quite empowering for her. These are some of Kerry's marbling pieces. These brighter ones are done with acrylics, which up until she went to America she hadn't used, and she's really found they were quite fun to do. There's just so many varied pieces that she has done. In fact, I've kept bits all the way through, and I can certainly see her work has matured.
Ray and I will do the bossing, teaching children, run up people, thank you for coming, and teach people.
Thank you for teaching us.
Yeah.
As the school party leaves, another paper mill artist arrives.
Brett had a really severe motorbike accident, and he needed friends and he needed a job. And the paper mill has provided both of those things for him in a wonderfully secure, encouraging environment. The paper mill has always been a wonderful place for people with intellectual disabilities. Very safe, very caring, and treated with real respect. We just feel hugely lucky that, you know, that this opportunity opened for us, for Brett to be there. This is one of his early pictures, which really sort of alerted me to the fact that he did still have